What's up, it's your boy Luke. A brand new episode of Family Talk starts now. She actually told me the person and what they said, so yeah. I've communicated with that person since then. It is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody's entitled to how they feel. It makes sense to why they say what they said. Knowing who they are, but I won't get into that. But yeah, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good necessarily talking about it. But I know what it is. I accept what it is. I don't feel like I've necessarily fully forgiven them. But it also, I've been around them, so it's not like, I hold that against them or anything like that. So yeah, maybe that's something that I can talk about more in therapy. But yeah, so yeah, that was the time that I had bacteria in my blood, and that it wasn't looking good for me. It wasn't looking good. It just wasn't looking like I was gonna make it. And it's really weird because like young instances, like this was before I was 5, and then even when my mom was pregnant with me, she had all the signs for miscarriage. So, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't understand why, there's so much, it seemed like so many like different, I don't want to say forces necessarily, but I wouldn't say I had good luck or good, you know what I mean? Like it didn't seem like, so, and then because of, and I remember I talked about this before and somebody didn't believe me. They didn't think it was possible. And if you do your research, there are times when women can carry babies not just in their stomach, they can carry it on their side or whatever, it might be in a different position than just like in the front of their stomach. And that's what happened with me. So, and I'm like, how did she still, I don't know if I, didn't weigh that much at the time, but my mom didn't know that she was pregnant with me until, she was 4 months. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I don't know how she didn't know. So yeah, I still got to ask her about that. But for whatever reason, I remember she told me she took a pregnancy test and she found out that she was pregnant with me. And she went to the doctor and she said that they told her that she had all the signs from a miscarriage. So I was like, yeah. Now I was like, even thinking about it now, that's what I want to say. I'm like, yeah, that's because she's talked about it on the podcast before, her having a miscarriage. So she had my brother first, and then the miscarriage, and then she had me to where I was almost a miscarriage. So I could have easily been a miscarriage, not even just because I had all the signs, but her history of having a miscarriage, I think like 2 or 3 years prior to, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, and listen, I'm not even trying to shame anybody, but I'm just saying, thankfully, my mom wasn't using these substances, you know what I mean? Because she was pregnant with me, but she didn't know, so thank God for that. But yeah, so she found out she's pregnant with me basically like halfway into her pregnancy with me. And yeah, and I still don't understand how that works necessarily, as far as she said her doctor told her if she goes home and runs a vacuum cleaner that she could lose me. So I don't know how I was that sensitive in the womb. But yeah, I almost didn't make it even, being here. But thankfully, it all worked out. I was born on July 5th. I won something in the morning, so not even 2 hours after the 4th of July. And I came out healthy. I weighed a nice amount. I was 8 pounds, which is big for babies, what I've heard. So yeah, and then a few years later, I get bacteria in my blood. So I am just like, oh, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to see another year. I'm grateful to be talking to you. Grateful to be back for another volume. And yeah, that was my time when I had bacteria in my blood and I was almost a miscarriage. So yeah, and I wanted to share this story because it's real. It's real to me. There might be somebody out there who's had experiences with their child who's been sick when they were young, or there might somebody who was a child who was sick when they were young. You know what I mean? So I just want to let you know that you can get through it. You're not alone. You're not the only person that goes through this. Not to minimize what you're dealing with, but to relate to what you're dealing with. So, yeah, you can get through this, and you will get through this, and this is just a time, but it's not forever. You know what I mean? It's just because, and this is not me coming up originally. I think Candy Bird said this. It doesn't, just because it's a storm doesn't mean it rains forever. So, yeah, thank you for listening to Family Talk.
Hey, it's Brenda Sanders.
What's up? It's your boy Luke Sanders, and here's what's coming.
It's a Family Talk.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Luke Sanders, and I am so excited to be celebrating my birthday with you with a brand new Family Talk episode airing next Thursday because it's going to be a great time. I am celebrating the week of my birthday, the day of my birthday with you, so make sure you tune in again next Thursday on Family Talk for a brand new episode.
Hey, it's Brenda Sanders.
What's up? It's your boy Luke P. Sanders. Thank you for listening to our podcast, Family Talk. Be sure to follow us at Family Talk Limited Podcast on Facebook.